What's up, guys? It is day 12, I believe. 12. It is Thursday. So, what now is. Okay. I'm about to head to work. Yeah, I'm about to head to work. Let's see. I had someone comment in the questions. Okay, my sister commented in the questions, and she kept saying, bring up Ace more, which. Come here. Come here. Come here. There's the ace. Look at them, ace. Look at him! He's like, look at who? You're fucking looking at your phone, dude. There's no one there. But she asked a question: which novel is one of your favorite novel to read? And that question, I'm gonna go with the question today. As of right now, my favorite novel I've ever read, it's two of them. There's two different ones I've read that really captured my interest and basically just let my imagination run. First one was House by Ted Dekker, and there was another co-author that I do not remember off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. Um, and the other one is Looking Glass Wars. Now, Looking Glass Wars, I'm a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland for most versions. There are some versions that just kind of suck. That being said, the ones that Tim Burton made, they're not too bad. I haven't seen Through the Looking Glass just yet, but I have to say they're okay for the most part. I still love the original cartoon. I still love what was it? I think it's Madness of Alice or Madness at Heart. It's the one computer game where basically it's Alice in Wonderland, just completely dark and twisted version that not like whatchamacallit, Tim Burton's. But those are the two books that are novels that I've read most recently, and those have been a couple years ago. I mostly read articles, magazines, and stuff like that. I don't read full novels just because I don't have time for it anymore. And my favorite way to read novels, I can't do anymore really because all the tubs are too small. I'll be honest. The way I used to read a lot of the way I used to read a lot was by in the tub. I would literally just turn the water on, get it nice lukewarm, and let it drip in as I'm sitting there reading a book. That's how I read Harry Potter. That's how I read Looking Glass Wars and The House. So, but guys, I gotta go to work. I will see you later. Faces.
You are now about to witness the strength of street.
What's up, guys? So, I have not been feeling very good at all. There's Mr. Ace. He has been kind of a jackass tonight. He is being loud for no reason and meowing a lot. I didn't feel very good at work, so I didn't really film it at all at work. The second job, at my night job. So, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now, because I was going to talk about it then. I'm still pretty tired, so I'm going to put this on my tripod, which probably won't stand up in the bed. So, there we go. But there are two novel series I really wish that I actually read. The first one is the Anne Rice I think basically her entire Vampire Chronicles. And I know there's a lot of books in there. I know there's a lot. Now, I know the movies, but that's about it. And there's a lot. No, I know there's a lot more books than there are movies. And the other one is the Gunslinger anthology. Basically, I think it's like 7 or 8 books. Like some other might be like 9 books. I'm not 100% sure. I tried to read the Gunslinger when I was younger. It didn't happen. I ended up just not reading it flat out. It was just it went over my head. I was too young for it. I've always wanted to read it, and it's in my books. I need to make sure it's a complete edition because I know I think my mom gave it to me No, my mom gave me my original version, which was missing a few pages, and then I have a copy I bought from the store. So that's the base. Those two are really the two I really really wish I got into. Other than that, I'm not a big book reader. I mean, not book wise. I mean more novel wise. I'll read magazines. I'll read articles. Read stuff I find on the internet. I read comics. I read some novels, but I'm not a big novel fan. Like I've read Harry Potter. I've read all the Harry Potters except for the latest one. I've read all the rest. I've read novels here and there. I've read a few Stephen King novels. I've read Michael Crichton. I've read the original Jurassic Park. I didn't read anything else by him though. Not that I can remember. There are a bunch of books I read when I was a kid. I just haven't kept up in my adult life. There's various other novels that I want to check out, like the Star Wars Expanded Universe, which is no longer canon, but I'm still gonna read it. I don't care if it's canon or not. I still have the first 3 books of it, and I also have The Legends Darth Plagueis, and the Episode 1 movie book, or a novelization. So those are all the ones I still want to read that I do have. Like, I also have The Gunslinger, the first one. So eventually I'll get to them, just like I'll eventually get to reading all my comics. There are a few I haven't read, just because I'll get it and I'll start reading it and I haven't finished it. I've read maybe 30% of it, 50% of it, but there are some ones I just don't get to. So, but that'll do it for this episode, guys. I know it's pretty short, but you know what? I think it's okay to have a short episode right now. And when I'm feeling like crap, it's okay. So tomorrow we have a whole shit ton of work, so that should be fun, and then we possibly might have a lead on where we might be living. So we will check that out. So I will let you guys know. Pieces and deuce.